Hello, and welcome to My Green Montgomery. I'm Susan Stark. There's a good reason for everyone to want a green Montgomery County. For some, it's to preserve our natural beauty. For others, it's to reduce our carbon footprint and live more sustainably. And still for others, it's about saving green money every day. Whatever your reason, we'll tell you how you can find information and resources to achieve your green goals. In this episode, we're going to talk with Rock Creek Conservancy about the importance of keeping our watershed clean and different ways we can do that. We're also going to tell you how you can celebrate Earth Day throughout the entire month of April. But first, we're going to talk with the Montgomery County Department of Environmental Protection about their new website and the foundation of this show, mygreenmontgomery.org.
Well, we really want people to have it be one of those sites that's sort of, top of mind as being a place where people can go find information. First and foremost, it is the one-stop shop for all things green in Montgomery County. So if someone just ever has a question about, gosh, I really wish I knew a little bit more about recycling, or I really wish I knew more about where I could go to a farmer's market locally and really get some of that local produce, they'll think My Green Montgomery, because it's their community. It's really something that we're trying to get everyone to use and also share their stories. There's a lot of places on the website where people can leave comments and provide feedback. If someone is undertaking a green project and they think, oh my gosh, this was a little more, I bit off a little more than I can chew, maybe I have a question. They can write in and get that question answered. Or additionally, someone can say, you know what, I did something and it was a breeze. And so they can write in and say, I've had a really great success with this, and hopefully other people seeing that will be encouraged and inspired to do that action as well.
This website is so new that it's only been available for a couple of months. But within that time, it has opened up a whole new world of green ideas for Montgomery County residents.
We have several green projects, we call them, through the website. And what a green project is basically an introductory statement. Why is this important? Why should people care? Why should someone want to do this in their home? So we give people sort of the background on maybe changing the light bulbs, or installing a rain garden, or thinking about taking public transit more regularly. And then we give them the resources, such as websites or other programs, and we also give them incentives if there are any programs through Montgomery County, through the state, or any type of rebates that people might be able to take advantage of. And then we also answer some frequently asked questions that people might have, like, well, maybe I heard that CFLs are maybe a little dangerous, or can I recycle them? We try to help people understand all sort of the aspects of undertaking a green project in their home, and we do this across a variety of categories. So someone can find water tips, someone can find lawn and garden tips, also transportation, energy, both renewable and energy efficiency. And then we also help people just think about, how can you recycle something, or think about maybe not consuming as much stuff.
With the help of the stakeholders, organizations, and several partnerships, mygreenmontgomery.org continues to reach a wide audience.
The calendar is actually one of the best, the most visited pages on the site. And what's great about that is that we say anyone in Montgomery County can post an event to the calendar. Now, of course, we want it to be an environmental event, but we've had the Audubon Naturalist Society use the calendar, Montgomery Parks promoting their different events, also Bethesda Green, Green Wheaton, a bunch of environmental organizations can come to the calendar, click on the Submit an Event button, and upload their information, and it gets broadcast to whoever is visiting the site, because it's right on the front page. Additionally, the website ties into a lot of social media, and Facebook especially. So anytime there's an event on the calendar coming up, we also post it to our Facebook page. Now we have several followers at this point. We'd always like to increase that number, of course. But it's another way to get the word out, because for every one of those followers, they can also then tell all their friends and family about an event happening. So it's been pretty popular.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
We can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Learn more at energy.gov/kids.
In 2011, with thousands of volunteers and a 33 square mile area covered, Rock Creek Conservancy expanded its stream teams to over 55 teams across DC and Montgomery County. They collected over 7,600 bags of litter, 43 tons of junk, and listen to this, 475 tires.
Well, since Rock Creek Conservancy was founded, the number of cleanups has grown dramatically each year. We did a big push 4 years ago to increase the number. And in previous years there might be 10 or 12 cleanups along Rock Creek, and we now have it up to over 50, which is really exciting. Because our goal is to clean the entire creek, and it takes a lot of people and you have to work in a lot of spots to do that.
But trash still accumulates through littering and illegal dumping. When it rains, litter, mostly plastic bags and bottles, from street gutters in surrounding neighborhoods wash into the storm sewer system that drains straight into the nearest creek.
Since Rock Creek Conservancy started doing the cleanups 4 years ago, we've seen dramatic changes in the amount of litter. The first year we pulled out 29 tons of junk, basically tires and refrigerators, car parts, and that kind of thing. And that the amount of junk we pull out each year has dropped a lot because the park is cleaner. We've gotten out a lot of what we call the vintage trash that had been there for years and years and years. That's now gone. And what we see now is the trash that just comes in each year, whether it's litter or people kind of illegally dumping in the park.
It's first probably important to recognize that the Potomac River provides the majority of our drinking water. And when we start to think about the pollution that ends up in the Potomac, we all have a very vested interest in making sure that that river is clean. And trash is a pollutant. It's actually classified as a pollutant under the Clean Water Act. And so the progressive nature of trash and this pollution means that we need to do everything that we can. And that means when you have a water bottle in your hand and you have finished drinking that water bottle, well, it's very important to make sure that your trash is disposed of properly wherever you might be. Throwing it out of a car window or letting it escape from your street when you take your trash out once or twice a week, however often you have litter pickup in your community. Really making sure that you've properly containerized your trash, that you're controlling your trash, and that frankly you're reducing the need for it in the first place. The 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, are really important, and it's important to embrace that in our daily lives.
This year, with the Alice Ferguson Foundation and many other local organizations, you can help by volunteering on April 14th at the 4th Annual Extreme Cleanup.
We could not do this cleanup, which is the largest regional litter cleanup of its kind, without our many, many partners. And we're delighted to have a huge array of them, from local Girl Scout and Boy Scout troops to organizations like the Rock Creek Conservancy, who come out year after year and have embraced a particular piece of the Potomac as their own and really feel a kinship with making sure that that portion of the watershed is clean. And so we really encourage that and are so grateful to our partners who are from jurisdictions like Montgomery County, Arlington County, Prince George's. So local government really has embraced and taken this on, in addition to the private sector partners, nonprofit organizations, and as I said, just right down to Boy Scout and Girl Scout troops who come out every year and really make a difference in this cleanup.
Our goal is to really connect people to Rock Creek. There are more than 500,000 people who live in the neighborhoods along Rock Creek, and we would love to involve them in protecting the creek and the parks. And our goal is to have people really work in the spot near them. You don't have to go very far to make a difference, and we like to provide opportunities where people can make a difference right in their neighborhood, and that's what we're about.
For more information about things you can do around your home to protect our waterways, go to mygreenmontgomery.org to find a green project you can do today.
Light bulbs are getting more efficient. They use a lot less energy to give you the light you want, which means you'll pay lower energy bills. Better light bulbs also mean a better way to shop. You're probably used to buying light bulbs based on watts, but watts only tell you how much energy a bulb uses, not brightness. If you want to know how bright a bulb is, you need to think lumens. The more lumens, the brighter the light, no matter the bulb. A traditional bulb uses 60 watts to produce 800 lumens, but this bulb delivers 800 lumens using only 15 watts. All these bulbs use different amounts of energy, but produce the same amount of light. How do you know which one to buy? To help you decide, light bulb packages will have a lighting facts label. It'll tell you a bulb's brightness and an estimate of its energy cost and lifespan. So the next time you shop for a light bulb, look for the lumens and the lighting facts label. It's a bright idea.
Earth Day is April 22nd, but in Montgomery County, we celebrate it during the entire month of April. There are many environmental volunteer projects throughout the month, including cleaning up the Potomac River watershed, removing invasive plants from our parks with the Parks Department, and recycling and paper shredding events throughout the county. While spring is a great time to get outside and participate in park and watershed cleanups, there are other opportunities now and throughout the year.
The Volunteer Center has been around for many years now in Montgomery County, for probably more than 30 years, and so we want to keep serving as a great conduit for connection, to connect people with nonprofits in the community, to help people find out how they can make a difference. So there's, we do big days of service. In January we do the big Martin Luther King Day. In October we do Community Service Day. And then of course April is the Earth Month, where we really try to connect people with ways to get involved in helping the environment. So lots of things to find all throughout the year on the website for businesses, school groups, individuals, anybody.
A paper shredding and recycling event will be held at Seneca Valley High School, and a Make and Take Rain Barrel Workshop on April 21st. An electronics recycling will be held at Kennedy High School. An Earth Day Festival at Brookside Gardens on April 22nd, and a composting workshop will be held at the Rockville Whole Foods on April 23rd.
We have more than 900 organizations in our database, so there are lots of ways that people can volunteer. Every kind of thing from office work to creating websites to doing different kinds of environmental projects, all kinds of things. So, there's professional level volunteer kinds of positions where people are really looking for managers, people to work on their board of directors. There's, park cleanups, as we're talking about for April. So anything you can imagine, lots of ways to volunteer for students, for retired professionals, for stay-at-home moms who have a little time in the middle of the day while their kids are at school. Lots of ways to volunteer. If you go right to our website, which is MontgomeryServes.org, and then click on the link to find opportunities, you'll find a keyword search. You can type in keywords, you can put in your zip code, use the advanced search if you're looking for things on evenings or weekends, and just check out different ways to serve. Lots of opportunities on the website.
If your organization or group is already planning an Earth Day event, the Montgomery County Volunteer Center would like to recognize your service, and you should contact them at MontgomeryServes.org. Well, that's our show. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. If you'd like information about any of our topics on today's show, or to create your own green plan for Earth Day, go to mygreenmontgomery.org, your guide to living a green life in Montgomery County.